You made me remember.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Cage Review. This is Kevin Jackowitz, and we are getting set for Season 9, Episode 1 for The Walking Dead. I'm going to do a live reaction. I can't show it, obviously. We got copyright there, so no, that's not going to happen. This is just a reaction. And plus, this will be nice because I won't have to record my review for it. I can just do it right here.
You showed me.
We're wrapping up 8/16 right now. Can't wait, man. Good way to get stoked for the new episode. AMC's been playing it all day long, so I don't know, man. I'm excited for this one. Like, I've been waiting for a while for this, so.
It wasn't that long ago. We were fighting just to stay alive. But it's not like that anymore.
It's my first time trying this out like this, too. I'm going to have to kind of reach over for the volume.
Who we used to be. How things were before all this. It's all happened.
So bear with me. You know, I got some things to get right with this.
The season premiere of The Walking Dead starts now.
Starts now. My Halloween costume. I gotta figure out how to get blood to stick to my back.
Negan and the Saviors tried to take that away from us. Alexandria, the Hilltop, the Kingdom, and Oceanside came together to fight for a better future. We won. Not without painful losses.
I think Maggie's gonna come after Rick, honestly.
Now the work begins. The new world begins.
Here we go. And I already did my reaction for the first 5 minutes. And yeah, it looks like it's actually the first 5 minutes up.
That's fine. Go ahead. You want to tell me about the panic?
So yeah, exactly like.
You're
doing a grumpy face.
You have a happy face too. It's funny, it's big tummy.
That's Daddy's big tummy.
Yeah, if you saw this in my first 5 minutes reaction, I really liked that cross scene. That was really cool that they got that shot.
Shoot. Go on. Yeah.
They're actually showing like just a little bit extra from that first 5 minutes. It's not just what was in there. So that's kind of cool.
What the hell are you doing? Scaring the birds away.
Sanctuary to Alexandria Relay 1, come in. You hear me, AR-1?
Loud and clear for me, tell what's up.
Props are done so with the sanctuary. Time to go medieval on this property sensitive work.
Daryl's requesting a run into the city. I've acted with the rest.
So you're seeing a lot of the main characters right away.
Can you teach me sometime? I got a kids class at the Hilltop to bid on it. Maggie will be there. Carol sometimes shows up when she's in town.
Oh, speaking of. Joking, really?
So far, you've got Daryl, Rick, Michonne, Jesus. You're seeing some of the rescued saviors, too. Yeah, from the preview, this was like the part where they're going for that supply run or something like that. Yeah, guys. Can't show the actual program. Copyright will get it. Boom. All right, so we finally got the whole group together. You got Maggie, you got Gabe, Rick, Carol, Daryl, of course. Let me hit this volume for a sec, because I think honestly, if it even picks up the song, it'll hit me with copyright. So I'll wait till that's over with. I wish I could show the program now. I wish I could. But I like my channel. Okay. Commercials. So really, so far, you don't know what's going on. I mean, you just get clips of characters here and there. And, oh, I'm always on Negan's side, man. Like, honestly, I'm predicting, I don't have anything really to go by this because I haven't, caught up with the comics. But I think after Rick takes off and you got the Whisperers come in, I'm willing to bet that Negan's the one that rises up to power again, except he's just a different guy. I really believe that Negan is somehow going to wind up in power against the Whisperers. And if you don't know anything about the Whisperers, I mean, they're not anything like the Saviors, really, but they're going to be the new bad group to go up against. Honestly, as far as Rick leaving, like, I'm torn because I mean, Andrew Lincoln has just made this series in a lot of ways. I mean, he's been there since day one for sure. But I think they're taking a totally different direction this season. And I think it's in a lot of ways going to be a completely different series. So, I mean, you're going to have some of the same characters for sure, but you're adding in a new group. And, I mean, there's rumors that it's going to be Maggie's last season too. So, it is what it is. I mean, I'm really hoping, honestly, that they either do something where Daryl takes over or Negan takes over in a different role this time. Honestly, I'm sad that they killed Carl. Like, honestly, after they killed Carl, they kind of screwed up some storyline there. All right, so back on. But if you notice, like in the previews, it looks like Daryl's going rogue a little bit. Like, honestly, it really does. Like, Daryl's wanting to do his own thing. I like Daryl, man. With his old countrified ass. So far, it looks like they're on a supply run, but I really can't tell. Oh. Axe to the head. I'm not sure where they're at yet. I don't know if this is a supply run or not, but that's my guess. It's like a big group of them just walked into this, like, almost looks like an art museum. Yeah, I think my biggest like regret with the series so far is the daughter of the Whisperers starts dating Carl, and there's kind of a big storyline there that they can't do now because they killed Carl. So I was a little disappointed with that. Okay, so whatever they're grabbing in the previews, remember when they're pulling something big and it looks like they're all on a glass floor? That's where they're at right now. So whatever it is, they're on a big mission to get something out of here. Zombie just fell off the second balcony onto the floor in front of him. Fell onto like a spike. I can't show it. I can only do the reaction and talk about it and let you know what's going on. If I show the program, I get copyright strike. I wish I could, but copyright. I like my channel too much. Oh, it's kind of gruesome. They had a zombie pop out, and apparently he had a spider egg sac open up, and spiders like crawled all over his face. That was a nice visual. Well, you know, some guys last longer than others. That's comedy. All right, so back to commercial. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that it's a little bit of a slow start here for the first episode. So far, I mean, you're about 15 minutes into it. Oh yeah, they're hitting commercials pretty quick so far. And I'm hoping that's because they're gonna like stretch it out toward the end. But yeah, I kind of figured that they were gonna do something to really jump out and grab you at the beginning of the show. So far, that's not the case. But yeah, they've definitely gone back-to-back commercial. But what do you do? Gonna check something here real quick too. Well, Negan didn't die in the comics, so they're staying true to the comic books at least somewhat, at least with a couple of the main characters. Like, I get why they did it, but I agree Negan should have died for what he did. But, I mean, let's be honest. Negan is like one of the coolest parts of the show. I mean, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he absolutely kills the role. And if they got rid of Negan, they would take a lot of cool shit out. So, no, Carl didn't die in the comics. And that's one thing I was just saying, like, that's one thing I wish they hadn't done because they killed Carl, and there's a lot of storyline that they could have built that they can't now. So, you know, that's... But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And I don't really know why they killed Carl off either. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, I don't know. I mean, Negan's still alive in the comics. Like, I know they haven't killed him yet in the comics, so he might last a while. Because they've got a whole storyline to go yet with this. Oh, preview for the new Halloween. Dude, I've got a review for the Halloween movie coming up. It looks so damn good. Like, honestly, it just looks amazing. I cannot wait to see that. So, actually, I'm going to give this a little bit, just in case any theme songs come on that I got to worry about. I got to do it. Like I said, I like my channel. There we go. Oh, yeah. This is straight up my Halloween costume. I bought an Aquaman trident, so I've got two costumes. Aquaman, like legit Justice League version, and Negan. You know, I think Maggie is going after Rick. I really do. I'm probably, well, we got like a family Halloween party usually, and I'm definitely doing the Negan thing for that. If there's anything else, I'll probably do Aquaman. Because she didn't kill Negan and he killed Glenn. Like, if you noticed at the end of episode 16 last season, like, she was so pissed off at Rick. Yeah, Glenn definitely died in the comics. And as a matter of fact, Glenn, like, everybody expected Glenn to die because it's a big scene in the comics. Negan kills him. So they threw the curveball with Abraham. In the show, yeah, he did. In the show, if Daryl hadn't hit Negan, Glenn would still be alive. So that is on Daryl. You know, I honestly don't know about Abraham. I really don't. I forget her name, but that last remaining junkyard lady, the leader, she's now with the group.
So he called for an election? The one right out there, Gregory said. Still sore about the results? He's being friendly. It's weird, honestly. The rebirth of democracy.
I got Negan's ears. I'll take it. That's funny.
There's something about a boat. Here we go. The blacksmith can use this as a model to make more. We can send one to the sanctuary. Try to fix it there. I'm glad you won your election. I'm glad I grew up on a farm.
Oh, okay. They're pulling a wagon down out of this like museum. They're pulling it onto this glass floor too, with a bunch of zombies underneath. They got this old wagon tied up with a bunch of ropes so they can support the weight on the glass. So it's this big, really heavy-ass metal and wood crate they're trying to pull across a glass floor. And the glass cracks. So that just gives you a bad feeling right off the bat. Somebody gonna die. They got a bunch of people on this glass too. And there goes the, oh shit. Ezekiel went down and he's tied up upside down on a rope. Just kind of hanging above a bunch of zombies. Like they literally got a hold of him with their hands too. Man, they better not kill Ezekiel off right away. That would be heartbreak. Why can't you watch? Oh, true. Okay, they got him up. Whoa. Okay, so there's a little Ezekiel Carroll action going on. That's new. Who knew? Okay, so apparently they were getting this wagon so that they could figure out how to make more. Escort people around with wagons and horses. Okay. Well. Oh, commercial for Overlord. That looks pretty good, man. Like, that looks like a good-ass Halloween movie. I actually just did a reaction to it. It's like a new J.J. Abrams movie. It's got this nice cross between like an old World War II setting and some kind of like zombie apocalypse thing going on. But it looks crazy. Got this scene where this dude's head just like flips backward. And, yeah, I'm trying to grow my scruff out so I got the full, complete Negan look. I'm not quite as gray as he is yet, but I'm getting there. So really, all they've established in the first like almost 30 minutes is that now Carol and Ezekiel have something going on, and they've got a way to create more wagons, and that's about it. So really, like a big part of the trailer is already shown here in the show, and that first 5 minutes, obviously that's already gone, but they had a little bit more to it than just what they showed. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I really hope that that conversation between Negan and Rick happens in this episode. I really do. I think you want to start strong, and that's a really strong way to start. And I forget his name, it's like Anthony Cullis or something like this. The guy who played Abraham is now actually behind the scenes on the show this season, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're back to more commercials, of course. Of course. They have been hitting hard with commercials so far early on at this show. This is like the 4th commercial already. And we're only 30 minutes into it. Hell, 29 minutes. But yeah, I'm really surprised that they're not starting a little bit stronger. I really am. And I think I think this is like an hour and a half long. So hopefully we pick up the pace with it. And P.S. If you've not checked out my reactions for any of the trailers for this or that first 5 minutes, man, help a brother out. I'm trying to build my empire here. One step at a time. All right, so it looks like we're coming back. All right, back to it. So we're just coming back into it. Daryl. Just speared a zombie. All right, so still the same storyline. It's the same group coming back with the wagon. And I was thinking about it. It would be a very, very cool thing if they introduced the Whisperers and they're the ones that took out Rick, because that would be like the best way to make these guys look like the strong next bad guys in the series. I don't know if they will. We don't know what's going to happen with Rick, but that would make a lot of sense. I'll turn this up a little bit. It's Ezekiel and Carol talking. Well,
Put that thing away. It'll snag on everything. And I told you not to have to do that. I will, especially after something like this.
Ezekiel just proposed to Carol. She declined. So Ezekiel is trying to marry Carol. Isn't that cute?
So when I heard person Sylvia's mouth even bigger, one of the tankers here in the back end took down the bridge. Took the walk repeater with it.
Honestly, a lot, and I mean a lot of the footage you get in the trailers, you're seeing in episode 1. Oh, okay. So they come up to that bridge. There was a scene in the trailer. They walk up and you see a big metal collapse of a bridge. That's where they were just at. So they're trying to get that wagon home, and they got to reroute now.
Rick, horses can't pull wagons in this mud.
Maggie, I think they need a break.
The movie should make this plot. They're doing back in the day. It's risky. We've seen herds want to destroy bigger things than this.
Swap out the horses. Split up, take them out of the corner. Give them a rest while we see what we can do about the trailers.
Okay. So their dilemma is the horses can't carry the wagon through the mud now. So they like physically have to drag it through the mud. And of course, zombies pop up. All right, so they get it out of the mud in time, and hopefully just in enough time to get rid of. Oh no, they're gonna have to fight them. There's quite a few zombies here they gotta take on, so. the zombies are getting freaked out by it. Or the horse is getting freaked out by the zombies. Sorry. Some kid I haven't seen before, he just got bit. He was trying to free the horse and it didn't work out so well. So apparently it's time to amputate. So, oh, he's gone. I don't know who it was. Some kid trying to save his horse. Well, that's a hell of a way to go out. So we already have our first casualty. It's gonna be kind of rough, man. Having to spike someone in the head after they die in front of you. Well,
Tell me again. Tell me again. Tell me what happened. Tammy has already said everything there is to say. I don't know.
so
She took our boy out there.
I don't know if they got the wagon out or not, but
There.
kid tried to save a horse and died.
To show for it.
Didn't know who it was.
Wow, isn't that right?
We found more than just a plow. That was really important for the
Don't
future.
you dare talk to me about the future right now. I know where all that shit went, Maggie. The Savior's got it, didn't they? He didn't even die up in his farm. Hey, just calm down. I'm gonna hit that little girl. I ain't that woman. What kind of man are you just to let this go?
So now the parents are finding out Maggie had to tell them. And the mother's pissed off because it was going to the Saviors and not even to help out Hilltop.
Let me, I'd like to help Richard.
Me and her, very important. Thank you. Well, you're not what I'm there. I thought this was you, Maggie, but we're not friends.
I understand. I really do.
You know, Gregory just been saying he's the one who's on the hilltop first. The man that danced down there.
Banana?
The man that's no soul. My son is dead. Your boy has no father. And those damn saviors eat our food and take everything that hilltop bled for. It ain't
So they're still establishing a lot of friction between the Saviors and the rest of the communities.
Gary, I am proud of you, my man. Making simple, smart cashback choices. With Quicksilver from Capital-
Samuel L. Jackson reduced to commercials. So, okay, you've got your first casualty already. Some kid, young guy, you know, probably like in his early 20s or whatever. But nothing really of consequence yet. They're pulling up. This wagon's got a plow. They got stuck. He tried to save a horse. He's dead. And I mean, that's the extent of what we've got so far. Whatever that is, I don't know how to say it or what it means. But I don't know, man. I kind of expected more at the beginning. I really did. Not gonna lie. I kind of expected them to really push the envelope at the beginning here. But not over yet. I will say they have definitely a lot of footage from the trailers in here. Like, you see a lot of it in here already. And one thing we haven't seen yet is Morgan. Have not seen Morgan yet. Which I'm kind of not surprised, honestly. Much appreciated. I'm trying to do this thing. Every sub helps me out a lot. I am a very small channel right now trying to make something happen. So I do appreciate it. So right now, we're still in commercials. There's been a lot of commercials so far, honestly. There really has. Yeah, I'm hoping they pick up the pace. I am. As a matter of fact, while it's commercial, I want to check something real quick here. I've never done this before, so it's kind of nice for me to check my analytics from time to time just to see how things are going. Because this is definitely new for me. $279. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it all day long. So I'm just waiting for this to pop back up, waiting for the commercials. I want to do a real time real quick too. So yeah, guys, give me your thoughts of what's going to happen with this season, though, because we know the Whisperers are coming in. We know Rick Grimes is going out. Unfortunately, Carl's already gone, so they can't do that storyline, which kind of sucks. So what do you think is going to happen to Rick? And do you think there's any truth to the rumor that Maggie's out this season too? Because I think that's going to be a big thing. If Maggie goes, that might really shift a lot of people's opinions, honestly. All right, it's coming back on. So let me go ahead and do this volume thing. Okay, so that kid must have been one of the group that was at Hilltop as captives. I'm guessing that's who it was, because this is very Hilltop Center right now. And so for anybody just joining, they were going on a mission to pull out a cart, and they were looking for a plow, you know, so they could make produce in the ground. And a bunch of zombies showed up, and this kid from Hilltop tried to save a horse, and he didn't make it. He wasn't a big role. I don't think I've seen him before, honestly. So, but that was the first casualty, and now they're kind of doing this little funeral for him. at Hilltop. And Maggie, she's, you know, she had to tell the parents, and they were really pissed at her. Okay, so this is another clip that they showed before this actually started.
Hello. All was well in your absence, other than certain revolts, so you're just going to make some serious stake in it. But
First shots of Eugene.
Get up on the stage. Do a damn speech like him. It's bad time. I just lost someone out there. Down.
So this is where they see the Savior save us. Yeah. Underneath it says, "We are still Negan." That's right. Still Negan.
that would be a negative.
Justin, clean that up. Now, I mean, how? Paint over it. Just use up all the paint. Figure it out.
Yeah, you can definitely see a lot of friction between the old Saviors and the rest of the communities, man. Like, they're already building up that tension.
Good heart. Wasn't a planner. He tended to our animals. Shoot the horses. Regular guys like Ken that keep the place going. He will be remembered as a son of wind,
So the old leader of the Hilltop is still there.
a shining example. Hilltop strength, fundamental decency, even in the face of this terrible tragedy.
I think it's funny that he's not in a cage like the old leader of the Hilltop, because he proved he's a coward and he can't be trusted. So I'm really surprised that Maggie's just letting him walk around. Jesus. I don't remember the name of the old leader of the Hilltop. Can't remember the name, but yeah, Jesus is kind of mockingly saying he's doing a good job.
See how crops are? Yeah. Springstones will be here in a few weeks. Help us out.
Okay, some more Saviors.
And you'll have it. We came back with farming tools, heirloom seeds. We're looking to the past to help us with the present. We're all going to pitch in and make sure the sanctuary has what it needs, so y'all can get back on your feet. We'll let you know.
Oh, they're at Sanctuary. Okay. So Rick Grimes is over at Sanctuary helping them trying to get back on their feet after taking Negan. Nice.
What's up? I don't want to be the one leading these people anymore. Okay. Why? I'm not being here. Behind these walls again. You just don't feel right. I'm better out there. How was that then?
Oh. So Daryl is kind of leading the Sanctuary.
You can't just let the sanctuary fail after everything that it will fail anyway. Nothing grows here. It's a damn factory, man. Look, when Negan was around, he needed people to provide for him.
That's really interesting, honestly.
That's different now.
So far, we found out Daryl's kind of leading the Sanctuary. They're trying to put men at risk to get plowing supplies for the Sanctuary. and like Rick's trying to help them rebuild, but they're meeting a lot of resistance already.
Pretty soon it's gonna be more than days ride from one spot to another. Someone wants to figure out how to make it work. Man, there ain't no bus anymore. Everyone's everywhere. That small group we had back in the beginning can do anything. That was right. That's what I know.
So that's a good little piece right there.
You go. Someone's gonna take your place. You and Gina had emotions. I guess Maggie sent in food, but now people are taking got his own problems. Rebuilding after losing its fighters. Alexander sends another person out. I can use the help back home.
So Rick's kind of putting the responsibility on Daryl.
Thing is, you changed it, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Daryl was one of the guys at the end of season 8 that was talking to Maggie and talking about how pissed they were that Rick didn't kill Negan. You know, honestly, so far the episode is pretty tame. I expected them to come out strong, and I mean, I guess this is like an hour and a half, so you know I'll have to wait to the end to make my final decision. But yeah, it's pretty tame so far. It's definitely building up the friction in the sanctuary, that's for sure. So the mother of that kid that died is taking it really hard, obviously. But they're definitely putting a lot of emphasis on that. Which is interesting, because I figured if they were going to do anything like this at the beginning, they'd have a bigger character. Okay, so back to commercial. Yeah, honestly, like, the episode's good, but it's like, you know, it's all right now. Nothing has really jumped out and been, like, amazing or anything. There haven't been any, like, amazing conversations yet. There hasn't been anything, like, really of consequence happen. It's just building up that Rick Grimes has changed everything now, and he's trying to help the Sanctuary get on their feet. And there's just a lot of resistance. He's put Daryl in charge of the Sanctuary, apparently. Daryl doesn't really want to be there. And you have the old saviors who are resentful that they're even there. So, yeah, that's kind of all they've established so far. I'm really hoping, though, that they hold out and have that Rick Negan conversation in this episode. Because with everything that, like, all the friction that they're building, it would just make sense. But I gotta say, man, they're kind of killing it with these commercials. I mean, it's been a lot. And actually, I don't know. There's only 3 people in here right now. Does anybody know how long this is? Because I thought it was like an hour and a half. Maybe I'll double check that while it's a commercial. But I really, really want them to make something happen. I really do. I think this needs to be like a grab you by the throat kind of episode. At least it should be, in my opinion. But I'm calling it now, man. Negan, I think at some point he's actually going to be one of the big factors against the Whisperers. Because he actually was in the comic. Thank you. Much appreciated. Good night. I'm trying to get there. You know, honestly, right now it's just establishing like the beginning of the friction between the Sanctuary and all the other people. It's all right. Nothing has jumped out yet as like, this is amazing. Like they had one cool conversation between Daryl and Rick. But so far, they haven't like done the grab you by the throat moment. Yeah, dude, I would say definitely if you get the chance, do that because, I mean, it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely establishing a lot of things that are going to be important later for sure. All right, so we're back on. We got Daryl and I think Carol.
I'll kill you.
Yep, Daryl and Carol.
We don't sleep. Ezekiel on the other hand seems like a baby.
It's because Ezekiel's in a fantasy land.
He's all right. He's a bit corny, but
But I have because so what I would do with that corny is really
Yeah, she makes a valid point.
if anybody deserves to be happy, it's you. I've only not seen you.
It is kind of cool that they've kept this unique relationship and caring about each other between Carol and Daryl through like literally 9 seasons.
I want to take over here for a while. For you.
You don't bring Henry in the gate. I told him you.
Yeah, I've only seen Henry like once in the show so far.
And part of me wanted to just say, yes, right then.
Why didn't you? I don't know.
I want to help out. Take my time.
They've always had cool moments between these two.
No.
So Carol just offered to kind of take over for Daryl for a little bit because she can see he's getting burnt out.
Need to be out there. My son. Your son didn't need to die.
No, he didn't.
But
So now the parents are going to the old leader of Hilltop, trying to get something done.
You know that election? It's a joke. Who do you think counted the ballots? Your buddy Jesus, that's who. You know, I've talked to a lot of people that are not happy with the way things are going. They're just afraid to speak up. Maggie don't think we ever heard Pal Red says, even if it's not good for the hell.
This dude's always been a pain in the ass. Gregory. That's it.
And it's the decision she's made and the priorities she set that put your boy into the ground. I'm speaking plainly because I'm angry.
So he's still up to his old bullshit, trying to turn people against Maggie.
Your son's life being treated like the price of doing someone else's business. She's the leader. She doesn't have to be.
So this dumbass is still pulling his same old tired shit. Okay, so the family who's pissed off that, you know, their son Ken just died doing a job for Maggie, and they take their complaint to Gregory, the old leader of the Hilltop, and now he's trying to get people to turn against Maggie again. Gotta go to school low-key dead, huh? Yeah, that usually sucks. Like, I've been on a really good sleep schedule, too. And then, like, last night, getting all my stuff done for my channel, I was literally up until, like, 5:30 in the morning. Not good. So back to commercials. We're in. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I mean, there's a lot of setup for things that you know they're going to do later. But I was hoping that this one would come out strong. Yeah, it sucks. I've been putting in some work, man, trying to get this channel going. And for me, it's like, it's crazy because I'm just kind of like, you know, I got a little bit of money, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make my ends meet, that's it. But the problem is, like, trying to start a channel with, you know, just what I've got, it's hard. So I got to work double time to, you know, get the subscribers, get everybody checking it out. And this is legit. For people who don't know, I'm just, you know, my first stream ever, period. Like, I don't stream. So this is like all new to me. Yeah, I'm trying. It's fun though, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to like do my whole like life story and like make it like a low budget movie style. That's why I love YouTube, man. But yeah, man, as far as this episode, man, I'm really surprised so far that they have not tried to go for the jugular. I mean, after everything, the way they killed, you know, last season's storyline, I figured they'd want to come in all guns blazing, but it doesn't look like it. And I think they said, they said that Rick Grimes is going to be here for at least half the season. So I don't know how true that is, but honestly, I really did like season 3, and I'll tell you why. I think one of the biggest moments that really got me was like a big gut punch was when Carl's mother had her baby, dies, and then Carl has to kill his own mother. And then when they're walking out and Rick Grimes sees them, and he really played that part when he realizes what happened, and oh my God, that was rough. Like, that was so rough. I don't know if I can pick out the best, but it was definitely like season 3 had a lot of good stuff to it. It really did, for sure. Okay, back on. But yeah, when that scene when Rick realizes that Carl had to kill his mother, that hit me hard. All right, so we got Rick and Michonne, of course, still living together. Yeah, I had to get Lucille. For real, that would have been rough. Like, honestly, I think this show sometimes has bigger gut punches than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has bigger surprises, like the Red Wedding, but this one has, like, the emotional payoffs. I know. Yeah, and honestly, the baby is Shane's. So, like, Rick got screwed up. Yeah. Well, I mean, now him and Michonne are together, but yeah, I mean, all his immediate family is dead now. It's true. Yeah, Shane had to play a hard ass, and that didn't work out. So Michonne just brought up about establishing rules for everybody for all the communities. Yeah, I think so. I think it's about to pop off for real. I mean, you got the Saviors, they're pissed off. The Hilltop's not happy with anything. You know you got the Whisperers coming, so at some point, sooner rather than later, shit's going to get real. Yeah. it's funny, man, because like Rick, he's responsible for everybody being saved from the saviors, but he's also responsible for everybody having to figure out how to live again.
Yeah.
I've been there. Sorry.
Appreciate that. I know this hasn't been easy for you.
We won the election fair and square, Maggie. Worthy adversary. Forced me to do some soul searching.
It's hard not knowing where your place is. Sure you have one if you want it.
So Maggie and Gregory having a little chat.
I meant to tell you. We were burying Ken before. I didn't want to say anything. Not now. It looked like someone defaced Gwen's grave. Maybe just as relaxed and kids didn't know any better. I hope it wasn't something that was angry. Probably no big deal. Check it out tomorrow.
So Gregory just told Maggie somebody defaced the kid's grave, the one that died trying to save the horse. And I'm pretty sure that's a load of bullshit. Sounds like a setup to me. Yes, it was. So somebody just tried to attack Maggie while she was walking her kid in a stroller. So there you go, the setup from Gregory.
What happened? You tried to kill it. You think she had to do it yourself.
You need to sit down. You obviously have a head injury.
You don't leave this place. You can't even murder someone, right?
This place? I built this place. None of this would exist if it wasn't for me. You're just Rick's lucky.
Rick had to move on. It's not every day.
He's your friend and your mentor.
Yeah, Gregory set her up,
You can't go back.
tried to have her killed. It was the kid's father who attacked her, older guy.
Stupid shit that you could have done. After all the chances that you've been given.
Gregory's still trying to get his position back at the hilltop. He's still pissed off at Maggie.
I'll know that you did that.
I'll take you because you got his son killed. You find me. You attack me. And I defend myself.
Well, that was interesting. So they're cutting to commercial. Kind of a fight broke out between Maggie and Gregory, the old leader of the hilltop. And like he pulled out a knife and she got it away from him and like put it up to his throat, but she didn't kill him. And then it cut to commercial. So, oh yeah, like honestly, the dude was a chicken shit. Like he straight up sold out his entire community to Negan. So, yeah, I don't know too many people that would actually want him back. But he's still feeling some type of way about it, obviously. So he's trying to get her knocked off. And it looked like she was being pretty nice about it there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when they come back from commercial. But, like, if she don't kill him, then that's just dumb, in my opinion. Like, just get his little shady ass out of there. Yeah, dude, like, dude literally sells out his entire community, and they're all like, eh, whatever. I know, right? Like, dude literally should have, like, died a bunch of times, honestly. That's what I was saying. Like, when I saw him at the beginning of the show, I was like, I'm really surprised that he's not locked up. At least locked up. So that's kind of crazy. So hopefully, when they come back, she's going to take care of his ass, I hope. I'm multitasking. I'm checking out my views here. Ha, another preview for Halloween. I really do want to see this new Halloween movie, man. It looks pretty sick. It really does. And like for you, some of you like a little bit older cats out there that have like watched the original Halloween movies, it's really cool that they're going back to the original storyline. Like you got Michael and Laurie in the final face-off. I think that's a cool thing, man. I definitely want to check that out. This has been like overloaded with commercials though, man. Like they're hurting my feelings with these commercials. Oh yeah, I gotta check out what they do after the show with the Talking Dead. They're doing a preview for it. That's why I thought about it. And it's got Negan there, so maybe we'll get a chance to see Negan before this all closes out. I'm hoping. I need some Negan in my life, man. It's been too long. Yeah, holding strong at over an hour. I'm using my phone. I didn't know how long it was going to last, so it's lasting quite a long time. Okay. Getting back to it.
We'll see you soon. Give Henry a kiss for me. I'm not running away.
Never feels like you are. If I push too hard,
I'm friends with you and help. We'll be there for you. But I have a home I want to get back to. And that's enough for me for now. Now, just for you two.
I'll be content to move at your speed.
So Ezekiel and Carol definitely got something going on here.
Jerry, my speeds.
Jerry, take care of him for me. Just for a little bit.
You got it, boss.
All right, so Carol is going to the sanctuary now to lead that, take Daryl's place. And of course, Ezekiel's a little broken up about it. Daryl's got a sick new bike, too. So Maggie's over there at Alexandria showing off her fresh bruises from being attacked.
He's just perfect. He really is. Now the personals of the globe are going on runs again. I'd love for you to visit Alexandria sometime if you're up for it. Judith talks about Aunt Maggie at Hilltop all the time. Somebody just still remembers what she does.
Rick can't even know I came. Are you paying about no?
Maggie, come here, come away.
I'm okay. Just talk to me about anything else, please.
Maggie Rick conversation.
All right. Well, I need your help fixing the bridge. Hilltop's thriving because of you. This place is doing better than anywhere else. And you've been generous. Hilltop's getting so much already, but I'm asking for more.
But
Sanctuary's still short on food, and a project like this can take a lot of people and supplies. I'm asking if you'll be generous again. If you'll stretch.
my people want to work on the bridge also. No more food supplies for kids in the factory.
What do you want?
If the sanctuary needs food, I'll give it to them. But they provide most of the labor on the bridge for us. And they send over all the fuel they've making from their vehicle.
Sanctuary's barely holding on right now. We're obliged to help.
Why? They surrendered? We didn't kill them.
So there is the difference right there.
I can't solve other problems when I clearly have things to take care of here.
Maggie, I'm so sorry this happened to you and Edith.
I've survived worse. But it has to stop.
So Maggie's kind of putting her foot down about helping the sanctuary without getting anything in return.
When we were fighting saviors, you told me that sin you'd been worth following me. But you didn't. Because I wasn't someone to follow. It changes now. Happy Dog Sue. It's time to make the change today.
So, okay, we've got basically Rick is talking about how he wants Maggie to help out the sanctuary people, and she's just not going to do it freely anymore. And she's finally saying that, you know what, it's time that I led these people and did my own thing.
I don't want to do this. But people need to understand that at Hilltop, the punishment fits the crime.
So it looks like the people who tried to kill Maggie are about to die. I don't see Gregory, but oh, there he is. Gregory's on a horse with a rope around his neck.
You're wrong. I'm not ashamed.
Stop that. What? Oh, God. Stop that. Maggie,
Well, there goes Gregory.
I made this decision. But this is not the beginning of something. I don't want to go through it again.
It's kind of an impact moment. You really see Maggie stepping up and stepping into her own. And she definitely took care of Gregory.
Ali presents scenes from next week.
I don't know, man.
I don't like it either, but we're all on the same side. Oh, yeah. Well, you tell me. Start talking about making some moves. All right, good. I know Sanctuary Group's scared. I'm sure they're protected. They work for you and you protect them. Does that sound like it? You're not saving the world. You're just getting it ready for rain. Episodes and next on the AMC app.
So it looks like the big conversation is going to be next week. In memory of Scott Wilson, because he actually just died. Which is kind of sad. Okay, man, so that's the end of episode 1. And really it comes down to you see Rick trying to help out the Sanctuary people in a lot of different ways. And he's meeting a lot of resistance, not only from his own people, but from Sanctuary people as well. You see kind of the new relationship blossoming between Carol and Ezekiel. And you see Maggie really stepping up, stepping into her own, making the Hilltop hers and its own place now. Like she's kind of not wanting to walk alongside Rick anymore. So it's really, really interesting that it looks like what you saw at the end of season 8, episode 16, where Maggie was talking to Jesus and Daryl about, you know, stepping up and maybe handling some situations with Rick. It seems like that's really the direction it's going. So, I mean, I thought it was good. I wanted more impact for the first episode. I really did. I do feel like they started very tame. So the only major thing that really happened is Gregory, the old leader of the Hilltop, who's not even really a main character. He tries to have Maggie killed, and she winds up hanging him for it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 9-1. I will try to do this every week. I actually had a lot of fun doing it. I like talking to the people, so it's very cool. But for now, I am out of here. If you get a chance to check this out, or if you watched it, please do me a favor. Let me know how you think it went. Let me know how you think I did. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Cage Nation. Out.